Hello, welcome to Total Fight Time. I'm your host, Major League Gaming Travel. This is the series where I choose a bunch of random characters to fight each other. We will learn about their powers, strengths, and weaknesses to see who would win a fight or not. Alright, let us see the fighter for tonight.
Robbie Rotten continuously formulates feckless schemes in which he masquerades in a disguise to lure the residents away from their newly active lifestyle. He passionately abhors the influence of Stephanie and Spartacus on the townspeople. A number of his plans are intended to do away with them. Ironically, Robbie places so much effort into his scheme that he becomes one of LazyTown's most active citizens. He is comparable to those who can harm him. He can scale to Stephanie ampersand Cindy, who kicked a soccer ball from ground level to Spartacus's airship. The kids were able to briefly restrain Spartacus together. He was also able to kick Spartacus into a trunk so that he can lock him inside, who hit an apple to the moon in about 7.6 seconds, making him large city level. He traveled from the east side of LazyTown to the center in 2.6 seconds while putting on a disguise. He ducked underneath the baseball hit from Stephanie. Robbie can react to Spartacus, who hit an apple to the moon in about 7.6 seconds, making him relativistic. Robbie survived getting shot to the moon. He has consistently withstood his own traps ampersand devices backfiring on him several times, which includes being shot by one of his own cannonballs, survived falling out of Spartacus' airship a few times ampersand took an angle landing on his head. He is able to casually build numerous impossible gadgets from a variety of different, unrelated fields of study. However, he can be rather clumsy, forgetful, ampersand bad at executing his ideas. He has high incompetence. He doesn't have any combat experience. His inventions usually don't focus on raw destruction. He is very unfit, as his unhealthy lifestyle habits render him out of shape to an exceeding degree. He is very lazy. His maintenance of machines is questionable at times ampersand are prone to backfiring. Overall, even with those flaws, Robbie Rotten still proves why he is the rottenest ampersand laziest person in all of LazyTown. Originating from an indeterminate region of France ampersand being a fan of sharp suits, knives, ampersand shoes, the spy relies heavily on stealth ampersand trickery to assist his team. Using a unique array of cloaking watches, he can cloak himself or even fake his own death, catching unaware opponents off guard. He easily overpowers many large men in his wrist. He killed Engineer in a single headshot with his revolver. He can also somewhat survive a fight with the Yeti, which was stated to be so durable that it was said nothing on Earth could kill it, which implies that it would be able to tank the same explosion that Apple casually built, which was widespread news at the time when the moon was destroyed. He is capable of defeating Erasmus, who stated that in the witching hour, the world wall would be weakened, implying he's stronger than world wall, making him planet level. He regularly fights with ampersand against his fellow mercenaries, all of which can react to the projectiles from the Righteous Bison, which is referred to as an indivisible particle smasher. One of his cosmetics, the Croscan Express, is said to be able to receive signals from a satellite at light speed. He also output a sniper, making him faster than light. He can survive pipe grenades and rockets from Soldier. He is also comparable to Scout, who while injured, survived 3 of Soldier's rockets all at once. He is regarded by others as one of the best assassins in the world. He can easily make plans to kill whole rooms of people. His stealth is countered by any liquid as well as fire, as it makes him visible while cloaked. His footsteps are still audible while cloaked. His outline is occasionally visible, along with him being unable to attack until he undergoes a somewhat lengthy ampersand loud decloaking process, which is even louder with a dead ringer. Overall, even with those flaws, Spy is still the master of deception for the mercs.
Alright viewers, now that the prey analysis is done, let us get into who wins this fight and why.
Well, here we go again. The Spy had the advantage in every single category. Spy is far stronger, faster, more skilled, and has far more useful weapons in his arsenal. Thanks to his cloak watch, Spy would be able to sneak around Robbie before he could use his weapons. Also, his zapper would disable all of his machines. It also doesn't help that Robbie has zero fighting experience and is also physically unfit.
Next time on Total Fight Time.